So today we have Richard Viguerie, who's one of the legends of direct response marketing. Richard has transformed American politics in the 1960s and 70s by pioneering the use of direct mail fundraising. He has been dubbed the funding father of the conservative movement, and he's motivated millions of Americans to participate in politics. He's founded American Target Advertising in 1965 that helps multiply donor bases, and they've raised over $7 billion for their clients with time-tested direct response marketing. He's also the current chairman and founder of conservativehq.com. Richard, or Mr. Viguerie, thanks for joining me.
I'm sorry to tell you, Mr. Viguerie passed away about 4 years ago. Please, Jeremy, let me just say, add to that introduction. Appreciate that very much. I'm 81 years old, just turned 81 a few weeks ago.
Look young.
I literally go 12 to 14 hours, 5.5 days a week. And, you know, a few people can do that, but I don't know anyone that does that plus enjoys every minute of what they do. And I've been very blessed to identify my unique ability, and I'm very focused on my unique ability. And I enjoy 12, 14 hours a day and don't know the name of anybody that can keep up with me. And by the way, I jokingly refer to myself, Jeremy, as 003, which means I've been active at the national level of the conservative movement longer than every living conservative except 2 others. 002 is Dr. Lee Edwards of the Heritage Foundation, a senior fellow there. And if you want, we can hold 001 identity until the end. Let people try to figure out who is 001, who's been active in the conservative movement longer than every living conservative.
All right, I'm going to make a note of that. You know, talking about you're a pioneer in the industry, I want to hear 2 things. One, what's been a low point in your life and how you fought through it, and then a proud moment. Start with what's been a low point in your life and how you got through that specific tough time.
Well, without a lot of, usually it seems like low points are very personal, so I won't go into this, but I will say that Winston Churchill, about the last speech he ever gave, was before a large audience, 50,000 people in the United Kingdom there. And they knew he was elderly, wasn't going to probably live much longer. And there people came, small little town, 50,000 people showed up to hear his speech. And it's well known. He started with a very soft voice saying, "Never give up, never give up." And he began to repeat himself, just same thing, never give up. But each time he said it, he raised his voice. And at the end of his speech, 5, 6, 7 minutes, he's screaming, "Never give up, never give up, never give up." And that's been kind of the hallmark of my life, whether it's personal problems, business problems. You know, if I know that I'm right and I'm really clear in my thinking, you know, I won't give up. And my faith is very, very important to me. And so if I'm clear with my God and I'm doing the right thing, you know, never give up and keep faith that it will work out. And some people in the office have a saying that, you know, the well-known saying, God looks after little children and drunks. Well, people in my company have modified it. God looks after little children, drunks, and Richard. And it really has worked. And walk your faith and never give up.
Yeah, I remember hearing that story. It is a powerful story. I think it was it in Missouri that speech was?
No, a friend of ours who, I won't mention his name, said that where you and I were recently, yeah. But it was wrong. In Missouri, he gave his famous Iron Curtain speech.
Okay.
46. Truman was president, and Truman took him to Fulton College in Missouri and made his famous, Iron Curtain is falling across Europe there. But that speech came in the early 50s.
I see. So, Richard, what was a time that you felt like giving up, and that when it entered your brain to never give up?
Now, Jeremy, I'm not sure that I ever have had feeling of never giving up. I'm a person of great faith, and I just yes, it's tough out there. It really gets tough, but I just would never ever give in to a feeling of despair. I feel that being having a despair and despondency and feeling giving up is walking away from your faith. I just don't have that option, and that's one of the reasons why I'm so active right now. Is I read that Bible from beginning to end, and I can't find the word retire in there. And I'm called to. I'm not called, to succeed, but I am called to try. And so, as long as I'm focused on, putting forth the right effort, the results are not up to me; they're up to God. I'm called to be faithful and to put forth my best effort, and I enjoy doing that every day, every minute of every day.
So, what about proud moment? What's been one of the proudest moments you've had in your career?
Well, I think election night, November 1980. When Reagan was elected, we had for 24 years. Every 2 years we've had a big election party at our offices, starting in 1966, and we had a big election night party at our office. We had a great address in those days in Tyson's Corner, Virginia, 7777 Route 7, and we had national media everywhere. Most of the network cameras were there, national radio, and I watched friends of mine who'd never had a drink in their life, I don't think, have a glass of wine that night. It was just a very heady thing. I was one of the founders of something called the New Right, and we started around in the mid-1970s, and when we started, we were criticized and attacked, quite frankly, by conservatives, not just Republicans, conservatives. But we knew we were doing the right thing. We knew that we couldn't continue to operate politically as we had in the past, and we began to do things like direct mail and be proactive. And we literally said, those of us meeting at my home for 9-10 years, we are the alternative to the Democrats, not the Republicans. And we said it long enough, often enough, the political community bought into it, and all of that criticism went away, of course, when Reagan was elected, and the fruits of our effort could be observed by everybody. And so if you're doing the right thing, ignore the criticism. It's one of the things that I've learned over the years. I will not let my opponents, my enemies, dictate my actions. Okay, I've never been one that is afraid to be criticized because
I feel like if you're in politics, it's comes with the territory.
It does come with the territory. You'd be surprised how many people can't handle that. They don't want to be criticized in the newspaper or on television. But I'm well grounded. I know what I'm doing, and I know I'm doing the right thing. And I'm not going to let my opponents, my political enemies, dictate my actions. And that's hugely important. Jeremy, I am going to have to rush.
Yeah, I just want you to finish with just tell people where they can find out more about you. And what site should we point them towards?
Yeah, I have a blog website called conservativehq.com. And it's unique. It's the only website out there that's focused on relaunching, building the conservative movement. So if you're interested in the conservative movement, conservative politics, go to conservativehq.com. And this is my book, by the way.
Hold it up a little bit. Yeah.
There you go. Takeover. And it's available on Amazon. And it's also a hole in the marketplace. It's the only book ever written that deals with the Civil War exclusively in the Republican Party. So you want to know the history of this, where we are now and where we're going to go, and how conservatives can take over the Republican Party, govern America in a few years. You're going to find it in Takeover here. Our company with 80 employees is American Target Advertising, and you can reach me at my initials, RAV, RAVATA, my company's initials, at AOL.com. Okay. RAVATA at AOL.com.
Richard, thank you. I want to be the first one. I want you to keep living longer, so go to your doctor's appointment. I really appreciate it.
This has been a great experience.
Fantastic. Thank you.
Invited. Thank you.